Hi, welcome back to Airstream Expeditions. We're Julio and Erica. We are currently traveling the Baja Peninsula in our Airstream travel trailer. In the last episode, we began our trip in the remote town of Bahia de Los Angeles, where we discovered a beautiful beach, had an epic fishing adventure, and managed to survive an extremely windy night without getting sandblasted. This time we're heading even further south into remote Baja, just outside the town of Punta Abreojos, where we'll meet up with a local and friend who'll show us around the area. We enjoyed our time in Bahia de Los Angeles, but the time had come to pack up, hitch up, head out, and push 5 hours south to Campo Rene, which is located just south of the small fishing town of Punta Abreojos on the Pacific side of Baja California Sur. Just outside Bahia de Los Angeles, we crossed paths with some of the local inhabitants. Only 3 months had passed since September of 2022, when Hurricane K left a trail of destruction on most of the Baja Peninsula. The evidence of that destruction was clear, as many roads were washed out and diversions were created while repair efforts were underway. We finally arrived at Campo Rene, which is located on Estero El Coyote, which is an estuary named after its four-legged friend, which frequents the estuary. This place is not the easiest to get to, which makes it a true hidden gem. There are no airports nearby, and you have to drive in from the north or from the south for a few hours, but the drive is definitely worthwhile. One look at the scenery and everything this place has to offer makes it totally worth it, especially if it's your first time visiting. Campo Rene and the surrounding area has something for almost everyone. Long open stretches of beach and sand dunes seem to go on forever with not a soul in sight. Kayaking through the mangroves, fishing, and birdwatching make for a very special and peaceful way to take it all in. Campo Rene has a convenient boat launch into the estuary, which gives you access to the Pacific Ocean at high tide. There's plenty of space for RVs and travel trailers, and the campground also has little casitas for rent if you're not into camping. You can also check out the local oyster beds and talk to the fisherman who tends to them. The campground has a fantastic restaurant which is run by the local fishing cooperative that features fresh seafood prepared Baja style. The next morning we woke up to a beautiful sunrise. We brewed some coffee and just enjoyed the day. And that's our sunrise from bed. Right here at camp, behind the trailer. We're backed up against the estuary here at Campo Rene, and I'm gonna do some fishing. Some birds dive bombing over there. That'd be a good place to take the kayak in a little bit. Beautiful place. Later that day, I met up with Carlos, a local resident and friend who has a mutual passion for fishing. He took me shore fishing to a few different spots at the mouth of the estuary. It was a beautiful day, but we didn't have much luck. I also asked Carlos where a good spot would be for clam digging. He mentioned the type of clams they have available in the area and also pointed me in the right direction. Here is the fish we caught in Bahia de Los Angeles. It's called a sardinera. We're gonna have the restaurant cook it up for us.
¿Cómo les fue?
Pues no agarramos pescado, pero nos divertimos.
Eso es bueno.
Sí.
Es lo que cuenta.
Pero agarramos una sardinera en Bahía de Los Ángeles, a ver si nos cocinan.
Perfecto, pasen ahí a la cocina.
Ok.
Ahorita los atiendo a hacer.
Ok. Hola.
¿Qué tal? Buenas noches.
Erica got this drink to match
my outfit.
to match her shirt. It's a rum drink with fancy kiwi.
Beautiful color.
Taste it. Tell me what you think.
Okay.
The restaurant prepared our fish, and the bartender made excellent drinks. We had a fantastic dinner and walked back to the trailer to call it a night. If you need food and supplies, just a few minutes down the road from Campo Rene is the small fishing village of Punta Abreojos. It is located near the entrance of Laguna San Ignacio, one of the popular gray whale birthing lagoons during the months of January through April. Abreojos means open your eyes, which refers to the tricky sailing conditions with rocks and reefs everywhere. The little town has a few hundred homes, small grocers, a hardware store, and a medical clinic in case of an emergency. The water here is teeming with California spiny lobster, abalone, and is a popular area for sport fishing. Anglers come from all over the world in search of the giant broomtail and gulf grouper, as they can weigh as much as 200 pounds. In this area, the fishing cooperative is really everything to its community. And what a cooperativa is, it's a group of local fishermen which exists because the Mexican government has given them a chunk of land. And this chunk of land exists underwater. And they use that chunk of land exactly the same way a corn farmer in the Midwest uses his dirt. The fishermen here have carved out a niche on the international market while at the same time protecting and preserving the sensitive region from poaching. Surfers know this area for its exposed right point break and its consistent surf. Summer, of course, offers the best conditions where the swells wrap in from the south and the west. Early the next morning, we inflated our kayak and decided to go on a paddle to enjoy the beautiful scenery of the mangroves. Later that day, Carlos picked us up and took us on a 30-minute drive north of Campo Rene to a small fishing village called La Bocana. We had some delicious fresh seafood at a restaurant and did a little shore fishing afterwards. Dolphin within 10 yards from the shore. I think he's feeding. There he is. There's a couple of them. Abreojos and La Bocana are low-key, off-the-beaten-path destinations where people come to relax and reset, and that's exactly what we did. When we return, I would love to do some grouper fishing and some more kayaking. Please join us next time as we cut back across the Baja Peninsula to the Sea of Cortez. We'll be camping out at the beautiful beaches in Bahia Concepcion.